Hey guys, I've got a particularly amazing example of artificial intelligence and interceptions in this video because sometimes when you're trying to waste an NPC, instead of chasing after them along the race route, say in the area marked by the yellow arrow, sometimes it's easier just to cheat a little bit and to go in the opposite direction, go in the wrong way along the race route, and just intercept the NPC and waste them that way. So I'm going to show you a particularly amazing example of how the AI knows I was trying to do that and actually helped me along a little bit. You may ask, well, it helped you along a little bit. Why would it do that? Because that makes it a more interesting game, makes it more fun, and because if it's not too impossible to waste the opponent, that makes for a better and more fun game. So check this out. This is amazing. So here I am driving along in the blue van in the area called Max's Junkyard. And I'm chasing after Riviera, who you can just barely see leaving Max's Junkyard and driving along this bridge here. So I'm chasing after him. He's rounding the corner. I'm rounding the corner here. And he's getting really far ahead of me. And he gets so far ahead of me that I decide that it's easier just to intercept him and ambush him. So right here I turn the corner and I'm going to go along the race route, but I'm going to go in the opposite direction so I can ambush him. So you can see the race route marked by those big yellow barriers there. That's marking the race route. So here I am, I'm stopped here, and I'm just waiting for him to go along the race route normally so I can intercept him. And it may look like the video is stopped here, but it's not. I'm just stopping. Probably, I believe I'm looking at the map, and I'm just waiting for him to round that corner so I can come and ambush him. And so I'm waiting for him, and he's about to round the corner there, and here he comes. And so I move ahead, and boom, I waste him like that. Now at this point I think I'm looking at my map. I knew the next opponent is somewhere near here, so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I better get going because he's starting to take off. And I think, if I'm going to waste him, I better hurry because he's going to be out of here in a moment. So there he goes. He's rounded the corner right there, right in front of me. So I chase after him, and boom, I rear end him. And I send him spinning, I send myself spinning, and he hits a barrier and he gets wasted. So you may be asking, well, how did that pink car Otis just happen to arrive right at the right time, right in my vicinity, right at the time where I wasted Riviera? Well, let's look at it from his point of view. As you can see, he was in the ghost mode, and he's just behind me, just out of view. And look what he does here. He runs into this big drainage ditch. And what is he doing here? He's like running into the drainage, just pausing, and boom! He jumps back onto this roadway, turns into ghost mode, runs back onto this roadway, and he starts stalling and wandering around aimlessly for some reason. And what is he doing? He's he was so eager to get over here at first, it seemed like, but now he's just wandering around, zigzagging, and just going around for no real reason. Now he comes down this street here. And look what he does next, something weird. He turns around and he starts bumping into this brick wall. He just starts going back and forth into this brick wall. Now he backs up a little bit. He turns around. He starts pausing for a moment. And then he comes forward. He goes down the street at a high rate of speed. He goes past those barriers right there. Makes a turn. And this is the point where I spot him. And so I'm right behind him. I see him. I'm right behind him. I'm chasing after him. Boom! I rear end him, and I send him flying, and he goes into this barrier and gets wasted. But what I really like is this clip right here where Otis in the pink car, he's stalling around, he's following behind me in a safe distance so I can't see him, and all of a sudden he goes zoom. He goes over this drainage ditch and hits this wall here. And then all of a sudden, boom, he flies out of the drainage ditch and goes on the street here. And then all of a sudden he stops again and he turns around and he starts wandering. So why does he do that? Well, let's look at it in our trusty old friend, the split screen view. So here you can see me chasing behind Riviera in the Max's Junkyard. Now on the left hand side you see Otis. He turns visible right here. He's keeping a safe distance behind me. Here's at the spot where I'm deciding whether I should chase after Otis or intercept him. Look here, right here is where I'm turn this corner. This is where Otis in the pink car, he flies in this drainage ditch. Why? Because he realizes he has a good theory as to what I'm about to do. Boom! At this point, he knows for sure. He knows for certain right here at this point. He knows absolutely for certain what I'm planning on doing. At first, he just had a theory. That's why he flew into that ditch. He just had a theory as to what I was going to do. Now he knows for a fact that I'm planning on intercepting Riviera. So now you can see him stalling for time. He's wasting time here, wandering around a little bit. Now he goes down this road because he's wondering whether I'm going to continue chasing, down this road to intercept Riviera, or whether I'm just going to wait. Here I'm waiting. Boom! Here I waste Riviera. At this point, see what Otis does. He's hitting that brick wall. He's waiting to see what I'm going to do next. He realizes I'm not doing anything. So I think it's almost like he gets a little impatient here, and so he decides to go down this road past these barriers and kind of goad me along. So he passes right in front of me, so I will see him, and I chase after him, and then that's when he gets wasted. Boom. So in light of that split screen view, Otis's actions make perfect sense. You know why he's wandering around. He's keeping me from seeing him. At this point, when he flies into the ditch, this is the point where he has this theory. He has a pretty good idea of what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to intercept Riviera, but he's not quite sure yet. Boom! At this point where he flies out onto the road, at this point he knows for certain exactly what I'm planning on doing, which is pretty amazing. So thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my other videos for examples, awesome mind-blowing examples of artificial intelligence in video games.